Hi, 143 fam. I'm Antonia. Thank you for being here. We'll be accompanied by the beautiful music of New York City construction throughout these videos that I'm doing here today to get us all super amped for our February horoscopes. Just a heads up. But I do have a few announcements to make before I jump into your individual readings. First of all, I will have already notified winners for the January readings by the time these videos get released. So make sure you pay attention to my reply back to your comments. I'm also going to be giving away 2 free readings in February. This is something I may continue to do because I've really loved connecting with you all this way. If you'd like to be considered for a free reading, leave me a comment under your video. Let me know how it's resonated with you. Also, let me know that you have subscribed, and I will notify winners in February by February 28th. Again, pay attention to my comment back to you. Even if we have some interaction early in the month, the winners will be notified late in February. Okay, a few other things. First of all, I'm going to start doing extended readings, and I'm going to use Vimeo. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work with my YouTube channel. I think that all gets integrated, but I will have links in the description box below, so it's easy for you to access. Also, for my YouTube subscribers, I am going to be giving away some pretty discounted, like 50% off healing sessions. It's something you've all been requesting quite a bit, and I just want to be able to give a little bit of that love and that healing to those of you who maybe can't afford to purchase something like that at full price. But check out my website, urbansoulguru.com, for those details. All right, let's jump in to your February 1st horoscopes. Hi, Scorpio. This reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of February 1st, 2019. I'm going to start with your general overview, then your love reading. I'll have timestamps down below. Picking up a project, maybe a creative project, somebody a painter, seeing somebody painting. You've been working really hard, huh? Well, the universe sees it, and you're bringing in some really positive energy just through law of attraction. You might not even realize it. You've been working on something so diligently, but especially if it's bringing you a lot of joy when you do it, you are calling in a ton and pulling in a ton of positive energy through law of attraction. So keep up what you're doing, okay? Scorpio, February. What's in store? I love you for Scorpios and their projects that you guys are working on so hard. Ooh, your cards are already flying off the table. That's a good sign, Scorpio. Yeah, okay, look. I was getting painters or somebody painting or writing, okay? This project, this idea that you have is divinely guided. Keep up with it. Enjoy what you're doing. If you're working on something and you're trying to make it so commercial or so mainstream that you've lost your passion for it, you're missing the point, okay? Get back to doing what it is you love and get back to doing it the way you love to do it, and that's where your success is going to come in this month and in the months ahead. Change in direction. Yeah, I really am getting this energy that you might be working a little too hard, especially if you're working on a creative project, but there are investors involved, a label involved, something like that. They might be trying to direct the project a little, and I'm getting something being too mainstream or too commercial, and that's just not your niche. That's not your pocket. It doesn't mean that you can't make it marketable at all. Of course you want to do that, because I am getting that this is a project that needs to be released publicly, and there's a lot of financial success that can and will come through this, but the change in direction, it just means that you have to get back to doing what it is you love, okay? So for example, I work in music professionally, and this has been a message that has come through for me in the past. It was really game-changing, actually. You know, I write for a major label. And so there's always this pressure to write the mainstream, the most commercial pop, but that's not my pocket, okay? I am more of an urban writer. And getting back to that, that's where my success always comes through. Now, I'm the writer that connects the urban world to the pop world. I make it a little bit more commercial, but that's my strength. If you're a musician, it's something along the lines of that. But if you're a creative soul, or whatever this project is, don't let somebody force you or direct you into a realm of this project or industry that isn't your strength, okay? Because you won't have as much success. You may learn how to be better at what you do if you're a writer, for example, writing in different genres or something. If you're a songwriter too, yeah, that's just going to make you a better songwriter across the board. But in terms of this project, the Divinely Guided one, these aren't money projects. This is supposed to be something big that changes your life. Just make sure you get back to what brings you the most joy. What is it, what final project do you want to hear? All right, what do you want to listen to? How do you want to see it? What do you want to read back? Make sure you enjoy what you're doing and that it's most authentic for you. Other people, their intentions might be in the right place, but I am getting that if other people are trying to direct you in some way, they're not directing you in the right in the right direction, right? So really figure out what's most authentic for you, because this is something that's going to take off. Yeah. See, steady progress. Universe is acknowledging your work. You have angels supporting this. You have the universe supporting this. There will be fated moments. The idea was fated for you, Scorpio. What a blessing, right? For the universe to trust you with this project, with this idea, with this talent. To be able to get a project or a service or a product off the ground and out there into the world. You are being asked to do that in a big way. Trustworthy guidance. Yeah, this is fate. I'm telling you, it's a fated idea. Trustworthy guidance is being clarified by a new partner. So what might happen here, there are two messages I'm getting. First of all, Scorpio, this new partner who is fated and is actually an incredible blessing for you. This might be the person who's trying to make things a little more commercial, or however that message would apply to what it is that you're working on. Their intentions are good, but make sure, don't be aggressive about it. Don't be passive aggressive about it, but be direct, be assertive about what your strengths are and what it is that you want to bring full circle. They'll get it. They might resist you a little bit, but they'll get it. If they're the right partner, they'll get it, and they'll support your vision. Stay open, because this person will still have a lot of insight, and they're bringing something so valuable to the table, and it's more than just money. It's more than just a connection, okay? They may have more experience in this realm than you do, so don't just completely brush off their input, but if their suggestion puts you in a realm that makes you not enjoy your project anymore, that's where you have to have that boundary, and that may already be happening. But if that shows up in February, it can be resolved, but you are going to have honest and straightforward conversations about this. But this partner is fated. The other message that I'm getting for you, Scorpio, is that you might have been working with somebody in the past that just didn't get your vision. They wanted you to do something different. They wanted you to use your talent, your idea, your business in a different way. And you just said, no, we're not compatible. Well, you cut ties with somebody, and somebody new coming in will be fated, and they're going to help you get this off the ground. They're going to be the best co-writer, the best investor. They'll have the best connection for you, the better insight, okay? But they're going to get your vision. So that could play out one of two ways for you, but there is a fated element here to this project and people universe is bringing in to help move it along. I am getting that this is bigger. It's bigger than just you. It's bigger than you just following your passion. Universe is really asking you to fulfill something pretty big, maybe on a larger scale than you're used to. But I feel like you're ready. I feel like you're ready for it, Scorpio. I'm not really getting that much anxiety. I feel like I'm getting confidence and peace from you right now, just as long as you stay in whatever lane. You can challenge yourself, don't get me wrong, but you have to enjoy what you're doing. That's key here, okay? Center of your reading, we have change in direction, clarify by opportunity to forgive. So yeah, there may have been somebody that you had to cut out. This could be in love too. They served a purpose. They may have showed up with the wrong vision so that you could affirm to yourself what the right vision needs to be. You may not have even known how strongly that lane or that vision or the outcome, how important that is for you, how authentic something is for you until someone asks you to do something completely different. There's a blessing in that. Let it go. Infuse love and really forgive it and let go. If it's love, someone taught you something, they helped resolve something karmically, and so now you can call in a fated partner who will stay, but you needed to learn that lesson first. But I think for the majority of you, this has to do with work. It could be a job that abruptly ended, and now you're forced to do something completely different, but that might be inspiring you to launch the new business, the new idea. It's fated. Somebody and something that showed up, even if it was challenging, and now it's ending or has ended, it is pushing you forward to your fate, to fulfilling your soul purpose. So trust that it's actually very positive and have gratitude for it. Yeah, for a lot of you, it's a new business. Steady progress is being clarified by entrepreneur. So these steps that you've taken to bring this idea to light, or this new project, the new business, whatever it is so positive. Universe is recognizing all your hard work. Reward yourself. Reward yourself, okay? But trust that Spirit's still with you. Infuse only loving thoughts into it, especially to situations and people that, you know, you have maybe needed to exit or have ended. Okay, but all sorts of positivity here for you, Scorpio. Crowning, you're reading fresh air. You're working hard to get outside. Make sure you're not like stuck inside, no sunlight. Like, make sure you really get out there, even if you take breaks and walk around the block. Okay, bottom of the deck. Be honest with yourself in any role or situation, that any role you played in any particular situation. It's not all the other person's fault if something didn't work out. That sort of mindset, okay? Own some responsibility. If someone pulled you off course, right? This person maybe before the fated partner came in, or the new fated partner, and it pulled you off course, and you feel like you weren't utilizing your time the right way, or it was kind of messing up the vision. Recognize there was a blessing in it, and you know, you kind of played a role in that too for you know, the time being. And maybe gave up a little too much power because this person maybe brought money and connections that maybe you didn't have, or something like that. But it's all good, Scorpio. It gets resolved, okay? But it's really just about forgiveness and letting go of the past so that you can move forward, because you're working so hard, and you really are being asked to do something that's powerful, that's brilliant, that will help other people. And it's a lot of responsibility to take on, okay? But if anybody can do that, it is a Scorpio. Your intuition, your vision, your clairvoyance is so intact. You have the ability to really change lives. I'm really feeling like this, whatever this is, you're really going to change lives, Scorpio. And I'm really grateful to even channel this energy for you, because it's really big. This is really massive energy. So keep infusing love, let go of whatever you need to let go of, and just keep it moving forward. You're doing a great job. So what I want to do, let's jump into love. It's great to see that this is a priority for you, okay? Because for a lot of signs right now, work is not the priority, and that's great. But for Scorpio, it's like, I am the prize. You get it. You know you have to be doing right now. You went into the new year already working hard, having already launched something. You already had some new ideas to run with. Now you're doing it. And it's not effortless. It's taking a whole lot of work and a whole lot of effort and a whole lot of, you know, investment and time into the creative project or the new business. But you are doing a really, really great job. It's just this constant affirmation I keep channeling, like, way to go, Scorpio. So feel good about that, okay? So in love, Scorpio in February. Yeah, you might need to take a little bit of a break, a vacation, spend some time by the water, just to refuel. Because I really think, Scorpio, work is more dominant than love right now. But if you want love to come through, you are going to have to step away from work a little bit. If you travel, you meet someone while you travel, or when you get back from traveling, because you'll have the energy and the openness. This is just openness. Keep an open mind to love. Keep an open mind to taking a little bit of a break, even if it's just one day a week, to connect to other people. Someone new that comes in that is really good for you, Scorpio, especially, you know, for my single Scorpios. They're not going to be your type, and that's okay. That's a good thing. It'll be a new experience, a new energy, Scorpio, okay? You got to trust it. Trust that love is here. Trust that everything is happening in divine timing for you. Even if your focus isn't love right now, trust that there's still good energy out there for you. For those of you in committed relationships, I really am just getting, keep an open mind to traveling. Like, I'm getting this message that you need to travel, and I'm getting this resistance. Like, I can't. I have too much work to do. We don't have enough money to do that. It's not even about going on a crazy extravagant trip. It might be just driving to a town over, driving a few hours to be by the water. It's just something, it could be a day trip. It doesn't even have to be the whole weekend. But the experience with your partner is going to refuel passion. You're going to have better conversations. You're going to feel more connected. Because you're working so hard, Scorpio, for those of you in relationships, someone might be feeling a little bit of distance, okay? And you don't want that to manifest into anything, because this person, look, this person's a soulmate. This is someone that you want to stick around right now. If you're single, honeymoon is being clarified by this soulmate, this past life relationship. You're going to meet someone when you travel. You're going to meet a soulmate when you travel. If you want to manifest that, consciously manifest that from a high level, right? We have soulmates that show up on the regular. They'll come and go in our lifetime a million times. But you, yeah, we're getting calling in your soulmate here too. You have 2 soulmate cards. Make sure you are calling in a high level soulmate. If you're single, make sure you're putting out very clear intentions for a high level soulmate that is of your highest good, that is of your partner's highest good, that comes in, so that this is somebody, it's more than just a soulmate who will teach you a lesson and be on their way. You want this soulmate to be somebody who lasts, okay? Calling in your soulmate is clarifying trust. Trust that this person's on their way in. Sitting at the center of your reading, I'll hold these up for you, right? We have keep an open mind. You are attracting some really legitimate people to you. You will and are attracting more than one soulmate. I'm getting at least 2 different soulmates that are going to show up for you if you're single, that have either just showed up going into February, or they're 2 different people that will show up in February, especially if you travel. It's the energy and the openness of travel, just really enjoying your time is very attractive. Also coming back feeling refreshed and renewed from this trip, even if it's just a day trip somewhere. It's so powerful for you that you now have this new openness, this new renewed energy, the energy and the karma that you're putting out there. It's just so big for you that people will find you even more attractive, okay? It's not the drained Scorpio who's working too hard anymore. It will be the Scorpio enjoying life, and that openness and that powerful energy around you is what's going to call in, okay? But you'll have your pick. The soulmate that you want to give a real chance to, okay? If you're single, it is the soulmate that makes you feel safe, but it's a different experience. That's why you're getting keep an open mind sitting at the center of this. It is not the partner that comes in and brings up all the old issues you've had with other partners. It should feel different to you. They should feel different. Their energy, the experience you have with them, it should be different. It might even catch you off guard. Sometimes Scorpios have that interaction with the Gemini. I personally, part of it is that I have a ton of water in my chart, including Scorpio, but I am a Gemini sun. And I constantly hear that Gemini and Scorpios are a horrible match, and they're absolutely not. Some of the best relationships and friendships I've ever had are Scorpios. I always have soulmate relationships with Scorpios. That has been true since high school, okay? But I always know, especially now that I have experience, when I meet a Scorpio and they show up in my life, I'm like, excuse the sirens in the background. Are you ready for something to be really intense and really game-changing for you, Scorpio? And when a Scorpio hears that, it's like, okay, you just got my attention, But it's going to be shocking. It's like that, and it might not be a Gemini, but it's that energy of a Scorpio before they get to see and experience the depth of the Gemini. It's the surface level Gemini. Scorpio might be like, I don't know if there's enough depth here. Like, why are you so different than anyone I've ever met? And it might not even, it won't feel bad, but it's not going to be that initial, like, let's just go talk about, like, our soul experiences and, like, immediate depth. It's just going to be somebody that feels different. It's that person who shows up, kind of shocking. That person is going to mean so much to you. That person will have more depth than they will ever show you on a first date, Scorpio. That's why you have to trust it. If it's a Gemini, don't be put off by those little Gemini characteristics that are a little superficial, like being a little flaky. You'll have a Gemini show up, or this person will show up with a lot of loyalty for you, okay? They may also have a lot of water in their chart, so it'll be more compatible than it feels at first glance. Give that person a shot. The person that feels familiar and it's the same old, that is not the soulmate to go with, okay? It won't be high vibing enough for you. You are calling in something different, Okay? For those of you in committed relationships, I am feeling that even if you're committed, somebody's going to still be trying to get your attention, and there may be a soulmate aspect to this. It could be somebody at work, and you think, do you see this bottom of the deck, release an ex? It could be an ex coming back. It could be somebody at work or somebody in passing that, you know, you're just being really just honest and just really kind to, and they're taking it as a little flirtatious, and that's not what you mean because you're really loyal and committed to your partner. Expect that person to take that the wrong way in the month of February. They're just very attracted to you. People are very attracted to you. You will have offers even if people know you are committed. Don't even play that game, Scorpio. You'll regret it. And I don't even think you will. I don't even think that's something you'll entertain and actually be a little annoyed at people who disrespect you in your current relationship like that, okay? It just won't be worth your time. But I do feel this innocent energy of somebody in like a work setting you have a good friendship with and you laugh with, and it's kind of cute and you enjoy it, but like you're not trying to be flirtatious. You're just being this beautiful, vibrant personality that you are, you know? And you have a lot of depth, and this person's really drawn to you. You don't realize that their feelings are completely different than yours and different intentions. They're just misinterpreting something. It doesn't mean that you don't or that you shouldn't have that relationship. Just make sure you have clear boundaries. Let them know that you're committed to your partner. Crowning your reading, you deserve love. Look, Scorpio, you've come back to a place of self-love, and you know your self-worth. You're not tolerating any negativity. I don't even think if someone shows up in there, it's a soulmate relationship, and they start showing you the red flags or issues you've had with people in the past, I don't really see you entertaining that for long anyway, okay? But trust, there's a higher level soulmate coming in, and you deserve it because you've been doing a lot of work on a soul level. You've very consciously been manifesting love and calling really beautiful love into you, and you're being rewarded now. Your work is being rewarded in terms of career and money, but also your love life. This also applies to circle of friends, okay? You may be calling in some people that are friendships that are meant to stay friends, whether regardless of gender, okay? But they're going to feel like family. You may actually meet a friend that's a soulmate while you're traveling. So really stay open, even if you normally aren't open when you travel, okay? Another child card. That's not what I meant to say because I saw another travel card. Do you see this? You got to travel. This, it's in the cards for you, literally. It's in the stars for you. There's something fated about travel for you. We'll look into this a little bit in the extended. Okay, we have some karmic stuff showing up. I believe the karmas for you have to do with an ex trying to come back. We'll get a little bit more clarity. I'm going to jump into your extended right now, Scorpio, but this really is beautiful energy. Good job, especially in terms of career, especially in terms of self-love. You're killing it. You really are working on something very important, Scorpio. I'm really happy for you, and really expect and just get ready for fated people to come in. Even if you're in a committed relationship, you'll have fated people come in, and they'll play a different role. Like I said, a friendship, it could be with work, okay, an opportunity. Expect February to be eventful in terms of soul connections to people, especially if you travel. Stay open. Really try to take some time off, even if it's just a day, even if it's one day a week, even if it's just a handful of times throughout the month. Make sure you go and you do something for yourself so that your energy can stay high vibing and that you have continued energy to keep tackling that project because it's an important one. Scorpio, thank you so much for being here. I am so grateful for your support. If you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I will see you guys back here for February 15th, the mid-month love readings. And if you're interested in a one-on-one reading or some healing work, check out my website, urbansoulguru.com. For my subscribers, I'm going to have some pretty serious discounts for healing, which I never do, but I really want to offer that to you guys because I've had a lot of people reach out, especially for healing. And I'm just, again, really grateful for these connections. So I want to be able to give back in that way. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to jump into your extended right now, get a little more depth, but I hope that you found this helpful. I'll see you back here soon.